Good morning. Happy Tech Tip Thursday. Might not be morning when you're seeing this, I'm just realizing. Today we're going to talk about median. So it is useful to find the median in case you don't know in statistics because sometimes you have an outlier. So someone who finished the class super quick, like in 10 days, right? And that can skew your average so that it looks like your average is lower, when in fact the middle number might give you a better idea of how most students do in the class. Okay, so we're going to figure out the median as well. The median is a much more complicated formula because remember, with average, we had the average if. So we're able to select data with a given set of variables, right? So we had this variable, we're only selecting the data where it's bio semester 1. If we go to our median formula, it's much more complicated because there's no median if, okay? So because there's no median if, I had to add an if statement that was separate. So this formula is actually selecting this data. So if bio, then the value is this, okay? It comes from this row. And then I have median. And I have to put this whole thing in array formula because it's actually selecting data on multiple variables. So it's very complicated. What you need to know is you put the equal sign and you put in median and it's not going to work. And then you have to do your if statement. Let me delete that, sorry. Then you have to embed that if statement and then we have to use this array formula. Okay, so I think the most important thing is for me to leave this example on the screen. One of the things that I do most frequently is when I want to know how to figure out something, I look it up. So I totally looked up how to figure out median with a value, found a help article on this, and now I have just stored away this formula. So I'm going to make sure I put this formula in the comments. Remember, all we need to do here is substitute where you're selecting your data for your variable, what your variable is, so whatever class you're choosing, and then where the data is that you're actually going to find the median for. The rest of this is just the formula that you put in. I hope this is helpful to you, even though I know it can be a little bit confusing of a formula, but this will help you find the median if you're selecting on a value for a data set. If you wanted to do plain old median, that would be the same way we do average or count. I hope this tech tip finds you well and have a great week.